Quick test. A blue small car or a small blue car. Which one actually sounds right to you?
If you pick the second one, your ear already knows something most native speakers can't even explain. There's a hidden rule behind adjective order in English.
And today we're breaking that whole rule down, step by step, with tons of practice, so you'll never second guess the order again.
This one takes a bit of time to really sink in, so settle in. This is a longer, deeper episode.
Let's get into it.
Floating topic bubbles.
Grammar, fluency, speaking, listening.
Hello everyone, welcome back to Speak English with Learn. I'm Liam.
And I'm Sophie. Before we start, quick favor. If this episode helps you, please subscribe to Speak English with Learn.
Alright, let's start simple. Adjectives give extra information about a noun. Like teacher is a noun.
If you want to describe the teacher, you could say a Canadian teacher. Canadian's an adjective, and that's a completely correct phrase.
Or an English teacher. English is the adjective there. Also totally correct.
Or an excellent teacher. Also fine on its own.
But here's the real question. What if you want to use Canadian, English, and excellent all together, describing the same teacher?
Quick quiz for you listening. Which order is correct? An excellent English Canadian teacher, a Canadian excellent English teacher, or an English Canadian excellent teacher?
Actually, none of those are right. The correct order is an excellent Canadian English teacher.
Did you get it? Don't worry if not. That's exactly what we're covering today, and by the end, this order will feel completely natural.
There's actually a rule behind this, and here's something wild. Most native speakers don't even consciously know it. It's just built into their instinct from childhood.
But since you're learning English as a second language, having the actual rule spelled out is incredibly useful. It saves you years of just guessing by ear.
We've also got 4 practical tips today that'll get you the correct order about 90% of the time. Super useful shortcuts you can rely on immediately.
And honestly, once this becomes automatic, you'll start noticing it everywhere. In movies, in books, in everyday conversations you overhear.
The rule is often remembered with the acronym OSASHCOMP. Let's break down every single letter, one at a time, nice and slow. O stands for opinion. S is size. A is age. SH is shape. C is color. O is origin. M is material. And P is purpose. And then finally, the noun itself.
Let's go through examples for each category one at a time. For opinion, words like beautiful, ugly, nice, wonderful, terrible.
For size, big, small, large, tiny, huge, enormous.
For age, new, old, young, modern, ancient.
For shape, round, square, flat, curved, oval.
For color, red, blue, green, black, yellow.
For origin, Swiss, Indian, Chinese, Italian, Mexican.
For material, plastic, metal, silk, cotton, wood, leather.
And for purpose, this one's a little different. Words like hiking, running, coffee, actually describing what something is used for.
Now, realistically, nobody ever uses all 8 categories in 4 single sentences. That would sound completely bizarre.
Right. Imagine describing a table using every single category. A beautiful, small, old, round, black, Chinese, metal coffee table.
That's exhausting just to say out loud.
In real life, we usually stick to 2 or 3 adjectives max. Let's trim that table example down. A small, black coffee table.
That sounds completely natural. Small comes first, black second, coffee third, right before the noun.
And you genuinely cannot flip that order. You can't say a black, small coffee table. It just sounds wrong to a native ear.
Size comes before color and color comes before purpose. That's the whole OSAS HCOMP logic in action.
Let's try another one. Describing a woman. You could say a nice woman, a young woman, an Indian woman.
Combine all 3 and it becomes a nice young Indian woman. Nice first, young second, Indian third.
You cannot rearrange that. An Indian, young, nice woman sounds genuinely strange to a native speaker.
I get the theory, but honestly, remembering 8 categories on the spot feels like a lot.
Totally fair. And that's exactly why we've got 4 practical shortcuts today. They'll make this so much easier in real conversation.
Let's start with tip number 1. Size, color, origin. This exact combination shows up constantly in everyday English.
Let's build an example together. Blue boots, Canadian boots, big boots. Now combine all 3.
Big blue Canadian boots. Size first, color second, origin third.
You absolutely cannot flip it. Canadian blue big boots just doesn't work at all.
Let's practice a few more. How about a car? Big red Italian.
A big red Italian sports car. Size, color, origin. Exactly the pattern.
How about a scooter? Small, green, Chinese.
A small green Chinese scooter.
One more. An umbrella. Tiny, pink, Hawaiian.
A tiny pink Hawaiian umbrella. See how naturally that pattern repeats every single time.
Let's do a rapid round, just to lock it in. A backpack. Large, yellow, German.
A large yellow German backpack.
A jacket. Huge, orange, Korean.
A huge orange Korean jacket.
A vase. Medium, purple, Turkish.
A medium purple Turkish vase.
A blanket. Giant, grey, Scottish.
A giant grey Scottish blanket. Notice how the rhythm just starts feeling natural after enough repetition. That's exactly the goal here.
Perfect. Size, color, origin. That's tip 1 fully locked in.
Tip number 2. Opinion always comes before fact. Remember, in Osash Comp, opinion is the very first letter. Always first, no exceptions.
Let's build an example. A house. An old house. A beautiful house.
Combine them and it becomes a beautiful old house. Beautiful is your opinion. Old is simply a fact, something anyone can observe.
You'd never say an old, beautiful house. That instantly sounds off to a native speaker.
One more. A restaurant. A wonderful restaurant. An Italian restaurant.
Combine those, a wonderful Italian restaurant. Wonderful is opinion, Italian is fact.
You couldn't say an Italian wonderful restaurant. It just doesn't sound natural.
Let's practice a few more. A car, terrible, opinion, and old, fact.
A terrible old car.
A dog, adorable, opinion, and small, fact. Well, size actually, but same logic. Opinion still comes first.
An adorable small dog.
A city, amazing, opinion, and ancient, fact.
An amazing ancient city. Opinion always leads the way, every single time.
A painting, stunning, opinion, and Manadian, fact.
A stunning medieval painting.
A bridge, impressive, opinion, and Victoria, fact.
An impressive Victorian bridge. It really doesn't matter what the fact actually is. Opinion always takes the lead position.
Tip number 3. Origin comes before capital. In Osash Comp, that's the O and the M near the end of the sequence.
Let's build an example. A scarf. A silk scarf. A Chinese scarf.
Combine those, a Chinese silk scarf. Origin first, material second.
Another one. Bed sheets. Cotton sheets. Egyptian sheets. Can you build it yourself this time?
Egyptian, cotton, bed sheets. Egyptian shows origin, cotton is the material.
Let's practice a few more. A table. Wooden. Material. And French. Origin.
A French wooden table. Origin before material. Every time.
A necklace. Gold. Material. And Mexican. Origin.
A Mexican gold necklace.
A blanket. Wool. Material. And Peruvian. Origin.
A Peruvian wool blanket. Origin, then material. That pattern really doesn't change.
A vase. Ceramic. Material. And Korean. Origin.
A Korean ceramic vase.
A rug. Wool. Material. And Persian. Origin.
A Persian wool rug. Top questions actually comes up constant decor.
And finally, tip number 4. Purpose always stays directly next to the noun. It's never separated. Ever.
This is the P in Osash Comp, right before the final noun itself.
Sometimes purpose is a regular adjective, like electronic device, digital camera, educational channel, just like ours.
Those are simple enough. Adjective directly attached to the noun. No very confusion there.
But here's the tricky part. Sometimes a noun is used to modify another noun, even though it's technically not an adjective.
Like coffee mug. Coffee's a noun, not an adjective, but it tells you the mug's purpose. It's meant for coffee.
Or tennis racket. Tennis is a noun, but it describes what kind of racket. The purpose is playing tennis.
Or school bus. It's a bus, but specifically for taking children to school. That's its whole purpose.
These noun modifiers always sit in that final purpose slot, right next to the main noun, just like a true adjective would.
There's one more twist too. Words ending in ing can work exactly the same way.
Like running shoes. Running looks like a verb form, but here it's describing the shoe's purpose. Shoes made for running.
Swimming pool, a pool for swimming. Fishing boat, a boat used for fishing.
Even though these aren't technically adjectives, they behave exactly like the purpose category, sitting right before the noun.
Let's do some quick combined practice using everything so far. Hiking, purpose. Red, color. Backpack.
A red hiking backpack. Wait, actually, colour comes before purpose. So, a red hiking backpack. Exactly right.
Running, purpose. Black, color. Jacket.
A black running jacket.
Cooking, purpose. French, origin, knife.
A French cooking knife. Origin, then purpose, right next to the noun.
Fishing, purpose. Old, age, boat.
An old fishing boat. Age, then purpose, right next to the noun.
Wedding, purpose. Elegant, opinion, dress.
An elegant wedding dress. Opinion, then purpose, sitting right beside the noun as always.
Let's summarize everything before we move into the big final quiz. First, the whole rule. OSASHCOMP plus the noun.
Opinion, size, age, shape, colour, origin, material, purpose.
Tip 1. Size, color, origin, an extremely common trio.
Tip 2. Opinion always comes before fact. No exceptions whatsoever.
Tip 3. Origin comes before material.
And tip 4. Purpose or type always stays directly attached to the noun, whether it's an adjective, a noun modifier, or an ing word.
Alright, quiz time. Let's really put this to the test. I'll give you the adjectives, you build the full phrase.
Question 1. We're describing a suit. Green, terrible, polyester.
A terrible green polyester suit. Opinion, color, material, then the noun.
Question 2. A dress. Leather, tight, black, Italian.
A tight, black, Italian leather dress. Size, color, origin, material, then the noun. That one's genuinely tricky.
Question 3. A phone. Mobile, useless, old.
A useless old mobile phone. Opinion, age, then purpose or type right next to the noun.
Question 4. A kitten. Tiny, tabby, adorable.
An adorable tiny tabby kitten. Opinion, size, color, pattern, then the noun.
Question 5. A car. Old, muscle, classic, American.
A classic old American muscle car. Opinion, age, origin, then purpose or type right before the noun.
Let's do a few more for extra practice, since this topic really needs repetition to stick.
Question 6. A table. Round, wooden, antique.
An antique, round, wooden table. Age, shape, material, then the noun.
Question 7. Boots. Hiking. Brown, sturdy.
Sturdy, brown, hiking boots. Opinion, colour, purpose, then the noun.
Question 8. A laptop. Sleek, silver, Japanese.
A sleek, silver, Japanese laptop. Opinion, color, origin, then the noun.
Question 9. A coping. Beautiful, small, rose.
A beautiful, small rose garden. Opinion, size, purpose or type, then the noun.
And question 10. A brown. Etude. Antique, wooden, Italian.
An antique Italian wooden violin. Age, origin, material, then the noun. That one required careful attention.
Let's push a little further with 3 bonus questions, since practice really is everything with the rule.
Question 11. A handbag. Leather, elegant, brown.
An elegant brown leather handbag. Opinion, color, material, then the noun.
Question 12. A temple. Ancient, stone, Japanese.
An ancient Japanese stone temple. Age, origin, material, then the noun.
And question 13. A cottage. Charming. Small. Stone. English.
A charming small stone English cottage. Wait, let's double check that order. Opinion, size, material, origin. Actually, origin should come before material. So, a charming small English stone cottage.
Good catch. That's exactly the kind of mix-up this rule helps you avoid once it becomes automatic.
Let's also spend a moment on shape, since we mentioned it early on but haven't really practiced it yet.
Shape usually sits right after age and right before color in the full OSASHCOMP order.
Let's try one. A table, round, opinion, gorgeous.
A gorgeous round table. Opinion first, shape second.
A cushion, square, color, red.
Shape actually comes before color in the sequence, so this should be a square red cushion.
Right. Shape, then color. Good catch.
Now, let's cover a few common mistakes learners make with this whole rule so you can watch out for them.
Mistake 1. Putting material before origin. Like saying, a silk Chinese scarf, instead of the correct, a Chinese silk scarf.
Mistake 2. Putting opinion after facts. Like saying, an old, beautiful house, instead of a beautiful old house.
Mistake 3. Separating the purpose word from the noun. Like saying, a coffee big mug, instead of a big coffee mug.
And mistake 4. Trying to cram in too many adjectives at once. Remember, native speakers rarely use more than 3, even if you know the full order perfectly.
Great tips! Those 4 alone will fix most of the errors learners make with this topic.
Let's do one last mixed round. Completely random adjectives. No hints about categories this time, just to really test yourself.
Alright, describing a chair. Wooden, comfortable, antique.
A comfortable, antique wooden chair. Opinion, age, material, then the noun.
Describing a beach. Tropical, stunning, remote.
A stunning, remote, tropical beach. Opinion. Opinion again, actually, or fact. Either way, it flows naturally. Then origin or type, then the noun.
Describing a watch. Swiss, expensive, elegant.
An elegant, expensive Swiss watch. Two opinions stacking together, then origin, then the noun.
And finally, describing a cake. 3-layered, chocolate, delicious.
A delicious 3-layered chocolate cake. Opinion, shape or size description, then purpose or flavor type, right next to the noun.
Fantastic! If you got most of those, you've genuinely mastered the core logic behind this entire rule today.
Excellent work if you're following along and getting these right. This genuinely takes real practice to feel automatic.
Let's do one final full recap before we finish up. The complete order: opinion, size, age, shape, color, origin, material, purpose, and the noun. Tip 1. Size, color, origin, an extremely common combination worth memorizing on its own.
Tip 2. Opinion always leads, before any factual description.
Tip 3. Origin always comes before material.
And tip 4. Purpose, or type, always sits directly beside the noun, no matter what form it takes.
If today's episode made adjective order finally click for you, please like this video, subscribe to Speak English with Learn, and share it with someone learning English too.
And here's your challenge. Describe something near you right now using 3 adjectives in the correct order and share it in the comments.
We genuinely love reading your examples. Thank you so much for sticking with us through this longer, deeper episode today.
See you in the next episode.
Bye everyone!